who support the podcast and watch it, they submit questions. We got just a couple of them here. The first one here comes from Joshua. He says, what's your 5-year plan in boxing? Will you be fighting at 40?
No, I would not be fighting at 40. So that's something that, we don't even got to talk about.
Uncle Pete asks, do you still think Bob Arum is racially biased against black fighters? And what advice do you give Shakur when it comes to dealing with him?
Listen, I don't even want to talk about Bob Arum and what he got going on. Like I said, I'm fighting Errol Spence Jr., and that's my primarily focus.
Jess Tour asks, what's the potential matchup in boxing you would like to see next?
I would like to see Shakur versus Devin or Shakur versus Tank.
Ooh.
Those are the two big fights that I would like to see next.
Jay Shooter asks, will the rematch be at 154? And if a mandatory is invoked before the rematch, will you vacate the belts?
It depends. It depends. I feel like boxing, when you get to a certain point in your career, you become bigger than the belts. Mm-hmm. I feel as if me and Errol Spence is at that level to where if we was both to vacate the belts right now, the fight would still be huge, a mega fight. Yeah. Why? Because we still the two best fighters in the division, and we make the belts don't make us.
Chance asks, do you plan to entertain a fight with Boots if you become undisputed?
Well, like I said, all those fights is out there in the welterweight division. But right now, my main focus, my main goal is to beat and conquer Errol Spence.
Lee asks, what's your thoughts on Tim Tszyu? He says he wants the winner of your fight after Charlo early next year.
Well, listen, those are great fights at 154 and at 147. So it's good to know that we got options.
And last, Slim Shady asks, is the $1 million bet still on with Spence?
Man, look, man, we do what we do, man, and we get what we get.
All right, and we come to the last section of this show. It is the last day. I'm just gonna ask you a serious question. You give me the first thing. You ready?
Right.
All right, here we go. After Spence, who's the biggest thorn in your side? Is it Jermell Charlo? Is it Jerron Boots Ennis?
Jermell Charlo. that guy right there, man.
I do it. I do it. I knew that was going to be the answer. In the Crawford household, who's the best athlete? Is it you? Is it your daughter? Or is it one of your sons?
It got to be between my son Tyrese and my daughter. Yeah, it got to be between them two. They both just natural born athletes.
Yeah.
Like all my kids is natural athletes, but like my daughter, she'll drop down and do like almost 50 man push-ups straight.
Gosh.
I have her competing against her brothers, and she do more push-ups than all of them, straight though, and they get mad.
What means more to you, being the first undisputed welterweight champion, or just beating Errol Spence?
That's a tough one. I would say both. I would say both.
Okay. In your opinion, the winner of this fight, pound for pound, best fighter in the world, walking the planet right now?
Definitely, hands down.
Last but not least, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Who wins that fight right now?
Shakur. Shakur.